Right, cool. So people are gonna tune in and they're gonna be like, "Dude, I thought he talked about movies, and he's like, oh, got all those poorly drawn images." Because if you drew the image, no one can copyright claim you because technically you own them. But now his next couple of videos is just like toys and anime figures, and then he started talking about like 1/700 scale battleships. I don't know what's going on here. Well, I don't know what's going on here either. So, because that's just the way it's gonna be, I guess, until I figure it out. But yeah, I'm Jim. Like it says down in the little title card right there, I do talk forever. And you know, I've been in anime for for quite a long time. I think most of my most prominent memories, especially of my later childhood, is mostly anime. Whether it be the '98 release of the 4Kids Pokemon or whatever. But I'm Asian American, and it's kind of interesting because some of my fondest memories are, going over to my cousin's place and watching some rented anime because, your parents went to some Asian movie rental place and they're interested in like Bollywood films and other Thai dramas and Korean dramas, and so like your mom and your aunts are gonna huddle over for and binge watch this stuff, and then you've got nothing else to do except go in your cousin's room and binge watch anime because when you're there you're like, God, I'm bored out of my mind. What do I do? Hey, this looks good. But the problem with that is that you fall in love with a lot of series from like the 80s and maybe even to the early 90s that today don't really get a lot of merchandise. So it's like, today I think we're really lucky because we get a bunch of cool stuff like the little Yuri Camp figures right there, little blind boxes, and obviously my little Legend of Zelda Wind Waker shrine right there. And Pokemon's always a staple. I'm not a real fan. I don't know anything about Fate. My brother got me that because we were trying to dupe one another to see who can buy the most expensive thing. I gave him a racing Miku, and he's like, "Here, have Old Saber." And I was like, "Damn it, I like Old Saber. She's a really nice figure. I just haven't taken her out of the box because I don't really have any room." But anyways, back to that thing about older anime and not being able to get anything. Like I really like Bubblegum Crisis, both the remake one back in the early 2000s and especially the old stuff. Like we got Celia Hard Suit Bubblegum Crisis in back, and that I bought it at SAC Anime Swap Meet, and the dude's like, I thought it was a model kit, and the dude's like, oh, you know that this is just like they're stickle vinyls, like vinyl action figures. I think it even says that on the box. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And he's like, yeah, I mean, if you're not interested, that's cool. And I was like, no, dude, I'm just gonna fucking leave it in the box and put it on my shelf because it's cool. Because you never find that kind of stuff. That's really difficult. you know, and excuse me. Um, so yeah, back to that thing about not being able to get anything from that time period because it wasn't as prolific, or what am I looking for? It wasn't as present as it is today. Like I really like Wild Seven. I mean, I like it so much that I got this guy's book. This is a manga guide book. It's all in Japanese. I can't read it, but I love the artwork. You know. And then when I was out in Little Tokyo, I got the actual Wild Seven illustrated book. And again, it's like phenomenal stuff. Cars, beautiful Bishonen women, guns. What more could you want? So yeah, but trying to get that older stuff, that's really difficult because like you're never gonna find a figure of this guy. Never. You're just gonna have to settle with the artwork. And if you want one, you're gonna have to make one. That's the reality. But long side tandem off there. One of the first like serious animes that I really liked before I even this was about the time when I realized that this is anime and it's not just a cartoon, because even with Pokemon you could tell that it wasn't just like your average Saturday morning Scooby-Doo cartoon. It was different. And then as you kind of grow up, you go into your teens, you realize that it's anime. I started seeking this stuff out, and one of the first serious animes that I got into was the All My Goddess OVAs, and I want to say it's like 6 episodes. See, I'm not a true fan. I can't even remember, but trying to find figures of that kind of stuff, it just doesn't exist. So when we were down there in Little Tokyo, we went into Jungle, which is these guys right there. Shout out to these guys. These guys are awesome. It's they do a lot of used merchandise, so especially stuff that's out of production. You can sometimes find it there. And so I went and I found these Oh My Goddess figures. So there's Belldandy, there's Erd, and there's Skuld, or School. School? Skuld? Skuld? I always called her Skuld. But yeah, I don't have any idea what this stuff is. I was trying to find out some more information about it, and it clearly says not for sale. And they had all three of these sort of bundled up like that with the image of what they're supposed to be. Now, what's interesting is that the official release ones, I guess these things were bundled in with like promotional manga release, and it says it down here at the bottom. Yeah, this is an old one. See that? And so yeah, I guess these were supposed to be bundled with like manga or art books. I don't have any idea. If you guys know or you guys have one of these, let me know, and so I can figure it out. But yeah, this is just like something that printed and laminated. And I haven't even, I mean, I opened Belldandy just so I could show it. But yeah, it comes like that. And what's also interesting about these is I've looked at all three of them already, but they all come with this white dress. And you can very clearly see that in the picture, it's supposed to be blue. And Skuld is supposed to be pink. And Erd is purple, because that's their initial character designs. But these aren't. So I don't know if these were like dealer displays or if they were strictly promotional. I don't have a clue. But again, these are kind of cool because just like the hard suits over there, getting this kind of stuff is almost impossible. And when you do find them, it'll be at some random place. You'll be like at a swap meet or a garage sale, and it's just like, oh yeah, that is like $5. Who knows? But I don't have that kind of time, and I don't really live in an area that really has a lot of that stuff. So yeah, whenever I do get a chance to get this older stuff, I do. And I don't know, this might just be a thing where I hunt this kind of stuff down so I can take it out and show you guys. But this was a nice find. We can kind of look at it. So there's Belle's face. She's actually not a bad sculpt. It's basically a drawing that's inspired her. There's that. I really like this guy's character design. It's funny because this is a series that's been in production since like the 80s, and you can vastly see that his artwork has changed from like the original Belldandy to what she currently is. And I'll put up some pictures on the screen. But it's been there forever, and his true sport, his true passion is actually for like motorsports, because there's an awful lot of motorsports inside of his manga and inside of his artwork. Another series that I really like is the You're Under Arrest series. And I have the art book. It's over there inside it. It's over there on my shelf, and I might be able to reach over and get it here. But yeah, You're Under Arrest. It's like there's the girls, and yeah, my true passion is cars. And you can really see it. I mean, look at that car. It's amazing. But his stuff is always pretty good. He does all the, like, the Tale series and stuff like that, too. So, yeah. That's pretty good. Anyways. Little side note. If you're going to watch the series, the first 5 are almost an OVA, and it's like a mini story in and of itself. And then, like, after the first 5 episodes, there's like a total art change. You're like, what the hell is going on? I guess there's even a live action release of this. That's how popular this was. But another really cool art book to have. But yeah, back to Oh My Goddess here. I'll open it up eventually and I'll build them, and I guess if I do, I'll put a picture in with this video. But this stuff is always really hard to get. I'd like to get some little figures or something of the original Bubblegum Crisis also, and explore some of this more vintage. It's not really vintage because this is 2005 production stuff, but yeah, pretty much for the anime scene, that's kind of stretching it back there, you know. So again, Belle, Erd, and Skuld. Erd is actually my favorite because she's like half demon, but it's like, you know, this poor child of divorce story. She's like half demon, and then she chose to be an angel. And so she's also the goddess of love and like temptation. And I think she's the most interesting character out of the three. And she's the most dynamic, should I say. And I really like that. Skuld is always fun because she's like the little sister, you know, and she's really smart and kind of annoying because of how smart she is. But she's fun. Belle Dandy, ironically, has become my least favorite. I think that as an adolescent pubescent teen, she was my favorite. And she's definitely my cousin's favorite. And it's like, do I go this way or do I go this way? How do I get this back in the shot? So yeah, but she's definitely my cousin's favorite. The problem with Belle is that she's just designed to be the ultimate waifu. You know, she's submissive, she's perfect in every way, and that's the problem with Belle, is that she is perfect in every way. And they did a television series of this, and it's like, I like the OVAs, and I definitely like the movie. And in the movie, the part that really made me fall in love with Belle all over again is the scene where Keiichi like kisses kisses the fairy, and it like breaks her heart. And then she admits to Keiichi that she wants him all to herself, and she apologizes for being so selfish. And I was like, oh my god, Belle has human attributes. I love this woman all over again. And Keiichi goes, you know, Belle, that's what I love about you. It's because you want, you know, it's okay to be selfish. It's okay to say, hey, you know, you're my boyfriend, you're my lover, and I don't want anybody else to have you. And yeah, realistically, it's okay. But yeah, that little scene in that movie really sort of sealed the deal and reminded me how wonderful Belle is as a person, where even though she tries to be perfect, there is that part of her that's flawed, and that's okay. And Keiichi loves her for that, and that's cool. But yeah, Erd definitely top tier waifu material. Skuld's fun. I like when she turns like a rice cooker into a vacuum to seal some bugs inside the Yggdrasil heavenly program. Yeah, that's always fun with Skuld. And Skull's just like, Skuld can be an annoying little brat sometimes, but that's okay. That's why we love her, because she is an annoying little brat. But yeah, oh my goddess, cool stuff. Like I said, this is a pretty good find. I'm glad that I found it, because anything that's All My Goddess related, it's really difficult. Or it's like All My Goddess in a bunny suit. And you know what? It works for Erd because she is the goddess of love and like temptation and that kind of stuff. And she's that sexy, older, dark skin, white hair waifu. And then you see Belle in a bunny outfit and you're like, it doesn't work. Because again, she's supposed to be pure and perfect. Skuld's whatever. But yeah. So anyways, if you're still here, even with my content being all over the damn place, thanks for watching. This has been Jim. Thank you guys. Bye.